In this video, 5.1, we will learn about slope and rate of change.
Rate of change shows the relationship between two changing qualities as a ratio.
Is a representation of how much money Bob earned per lawn he mowed.
So first you want to figure out what your X value is and what your Y value is. This is the Y value because the number, or the money he earns, depends on the number of lawns he mows. So now you're going to want to find the difference in the X and the difference in the Y. So for here, I hope you came to the conclusion that it's +1 every time you go. For the money earned, or Y, it increases in 12.
To find the rate of change, you want to use the formula change in dependent over the change in independent. Triangle. The triangle means change. So you're going to find your dependent variable, which is your money earned. So you're going to put 12. And then you're going to find your independent variable, which is 1. So now you can see that it simplifies down to $12 for one lawn.
Slope, any data that is linear. Slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Hey, you can also use change over y over change over x.
When you're given 2 points, you first want to find your x1 and your y1 and your x2 and your y2. It doesn't matter which one is which, but you want to stay consistent with your order. When you go back to your formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, when you plug in your values, you'll get 20 minus 15 over 4 minus 5. That simplifies down to 5 over -1. When you divide 5 by -1, you get -5. -5 is your slope.
Simplified slope is when x equals 0. For example, when you have the coordinates 6, 1, and 6, 8, plug those numbers into your slope formula. So you have 8 minus 1 over 6 minus 6. Find the difference in your numbers. You should have 7 over 0. When you plug that into a calculator, it should say error. So that means your slope is undefined, but your x equals 6.
This is what happens when you plug in a number in your calculator and divide it by 0. An error pops up and says you can't divide by 0.
Your slope is when y equals 0. For example, if you have the points 7, 8, and 4, 8, you would plug it into your slope formula to get 0 over 3. And you can divide 0 by 3, but you still get 0. So the slope is 0.
So here's some questions to do, and this one you have to find the slope, and this one the rate of change. If you have any questions, ask me.